Well, hey gang, how you doing? Jonathan here for Tailhunter Sportfishing, and it's time once again for the Mexican Minute La Paz video fishing report. And this is going to cover the fishing week from the 16th to the 23rd of April 2020. Hope wherever you are, you're doing well. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for sharing the time with us. Probably should call this Couch Time with Jonathan. Sorry I'm not doing these as often as I used to or normally do. There's just not that much to tell you about. You know, we're still here stuck in the States. We can't go home to La Paz. In case you hadn't heard, La Paz, actually all of Baja, has extended the quarantine, which was supposed to end on the 30th of April. They've now extended it pretty much to the end of May unless something drastic happens, and I have a feeling that's probably not going to happen. So the quarantine is extended until May 30th now, and that includes all the schools, all the public places, the beaches, hotels, restaurants. It's pretty much a ghost town. In fact, got some photos for you. If you've been to La Paz before, take a look at these photos. You probably recognize some places. Anyway, what do you think? It looks like a ghost town, but listen, don't let that deceive you. Those are the places that we all know about. Mexico's still having an issue. Only about 60% of the people are adhering to the quarantine. That's a big problem. The police, as well as the military, are still chasing people off the beaches. People are still getting together in parties. People are still downtown. They're running around. People are still going shopping in big bunches. So the quarantine isn't working that well. We're still stuck here, as I said, in the United States at our house, hunkered down like I guess all of you are, and we can't go home. There's no flights, but really, what is there to go home to? If everything's closed, there's no restaurants. The hotel that we rent our little apartment from is closed. We can't even go out to the beach behind our little place. I know everybody says, well, why don't you go fishing? Well, the port has been closed for over a month now, so there's no traffic in or out. Can't go over to Las Arenas or Muertos Bay because they've blocked the roads into those pueblos, so can't go in, but they can't go out, so I can't even reach my captains to go fishing if I wanted to. Really, how much fishing can I do? I know that's kind of a funny joke. There was a day where I fished 7 days a week, but you know, better here in the States than down there. We'd be in a one-bedroom apartment with nothing to do, so we're just staying here and hoping for the best, hoping things get through, and or hoping things get back to normal somewhat as quickly as possible like everyone else, and we can get on with our fishing season. Right now, you know, the only fishing I've got to tell you about is because thankfully I've got some friends who live down there, who've got boats right there on the water, or I've got captains and their families who are still allowed to go fishing as long as it's not a sport fishing enterprise, so they're going out. And we do know there's some tuna out there. The Dorado are starting to move in because the waters are starting to warm, so we're seeing more Dorado and some nice sized ones as well. There's still some yellowtail as well around the islands, both Cerralvo as well as Espiritu Santo Island. There's some other fish starting to show up, some of the warm water fish that we start seeing in the springtime. The Pargo are in, there's Pompano moving in, there's Jack Crevalle, there's Bonita. There's tons of bait, and you know, for the last couple of years, bait has always been an issue. There have been times when we've had lots of bait, but then other times where we couldn't buy a sardine, couldn't buy a mackerel. According to my captains, there's bait everywhere. Go figure. The fish are biting, there's bait all around. The weather is actually in the 80s now. There's just no fishermen. So anyway, that's where we are right now. Mexico is just heading in, just to catch you up, Mexico's just heading into their phase 3 of the coronavirus right now. As far as this is concerned, I believe there's over 8,000 confirmed infections in the country. Mexico has got over 700 deaths attributable to the coronavirus, and it's growing by the week. So they are trying to deal with this. This is an area where we've already been doing this for a couple of months in the United States. Mexico's just getting into it, and a lot of people still aren't taking it that seriously. So hopefully they'll get on top of this. Hopefully we can all get on top of this, hopefully get back to normal as quick as possible. Anyway, folks, God bless you all. Thank you for checking in. You stay safe, stay healthy, stay home if you absolutely can. And we'll check in with you again, hopefully as soon as possible. This is Jonathan for the Mexican Minute La Paz Video Fishing Report. God bless you. Take care.